everybody in racing, in my opinion, you have to grow up fast. That's just part of the sport, and if you're not going to grow up fast, or you're not going to move along, you're going to get left behind. Born and raised Las Vegas, Nevada. If I wasn't very sheltered as a kid, we could run from our neighborhood into the mountains and go on dirt bikes and quads. And my 5th birthday, I got a go-kart. I remember walking into the garage and had a few balloons on it or whatnot, and we raced go-karts all over the West Coast, up and down. I won some races, and I just fell in love with all thing racing.
I'm Riley Herbst, and I raced the 519 in modified class. I've been racing since I was 6 years old. First I started in go-karts, then when these came out I switched to off-roading like my dad.
We've been racing since I've been 7 years old. We now have 3 generations, my dad and myself, and then Riley's raced a race, and it's in the blood. So when I would pull up to the line, dressed in black with the Monster logo, everybody would start racing for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. I want to win on the day, on the gas station business, C-store business. Our results are our business, and our results are our finishes in racing. So my grandfather started in Chicago. He was a low-priced fuel sales guy for service stations. And he would move across the United States. Back then, gas was 9 cents, 10 cents, 12 cents, and he always would undercut them. And then there was one town hall meeting when one guy said, "Hey, that terrible, no good son of a bitch is coming to town, you might as well close up shop." And that was a nickname that was put on him in the early days, and it stuck. Herbst is a local chain of 140 convenience stores right now through the Southwest, Utah, California, Arizona, and Nevada. But we bring a different experience to the public. And so we've got a trophy truck in Barstow, and we have different cars and different things in different stores to break up the daily grind. When I was 18 or 19, I asked my dad, "Hey, I'd like to be a pavement racer." He says, "No, you're going to school, you have a business, you go to off-road. You race the Baja 1000, you win overall, you spend hundreds of thousands of dollars, and it's a pat on the back."
I wanted to race off-road racing my whole life and not do anything other than that, and you can't really make a living off of off-road racing, and so we had to sit down, and I said I truly wanted to race for my career. I was probably 9 years old, like I said, when I wanted to change paths. NASCAR was kind of the best path we had.
I said, "Okay, so you really want to do this?" And he's like, "Yeah." And it's been his passion, so I'm here with him on his journey.
So I lived the everyday life of a high schooler, waking up early, having to go to class, and then leave about Wednesday afternoon, Thursday afternoon, and head to the racetrack and be a totally different lifestyle. Kind of the professional career started. We just ended up out of Legends Cars, moved to K&N Pro Series on the West Coast here. I think it really began when we signed that awesome deal with Joe Gibbs Racing. As a 17-year-old, I was extremely ecstatic to sign that deal, and went to go Arkham Menards Racing. So that's kind of when everything went from super serious to no more messing around. This is the real deal here. And when I moved out east by myself at 17, got an apartment, been living by myself ever since. Going into Pocono, my 6th race, my first track over a mile in length. I didn't know what to expect. I know that it was a big field, probably 30-something cars that day. Qualified 4th. I remember passing for the lead, and it was kind of like tunnel vision, and just took the lead early in the race and never looked back. And then next thing I knew, I ended up in victory lane and everything. I thought, this is it, boys. We did it. This is easy. Probably gonna go win the championship my first rookie year. A few months later, just blowing engines, parts breaking on the race car, me not driving to my potential. It humbles you really fast, and finished 3rd or 4th, I think, in the championship, won Rookie of the Year. Pretty decent year for a rookie. We go to Vegas. That's the 2nd race of the year. Have a solid top 8 finish. Really get some good points back. Then we head back to Southern California, right here in Fontana, and we finished 2nd, runner-up to my teammate. That's a big deal. First podium in the Xfinity Series, finished 2nd. That was really cool, and then unfortunately COVID hit short time after Fontana. Got cut off for 4 months of racing, and now we're racing back with COVID protocols.
Coming around down to the front stretch here at Michigan. Riley Herbst is first of 2020 and his first in 3 years. Big win in the Irish Hills of Michigan.
Winning races and winning Baja and doing all those things, those are personal things for me that I've accomplished, but to sit on the pit box or to be on the spotter stand or see something, to see him have success, there's really no better feelings. When he makes it to Sunday, he won't be satisfied with that unless he wins.
I don't think anybody makes it until they achieve their goals, and my goals are obviously to win a Cup champion, so I've never made it until I've hit that achievement in my mind. I'm thrilled to announce that I've joined Stewart Haas Racing, and I'll be driving the number 98 Monster Energy Ford Mustang in 2021. See you in Daytona.